talking about Rage, you used to manage Rage, and she seen
the ambition in me. It gave me a chance, you know. Plus, we was kind of flirting a little bit, but she seen me trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff. I used to be in the pre-production room with Daryl Harper in there. They taught me how to use the drum machine and all
the
that.
whack room, they call it.
Yeah, I had made a little funny looking little beat. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, you know, just trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't start there. It started with Suge. So you know. I just start putting it into effect, you know, just start discussing business with people, you know what I'm saying? The things that I learned from Suge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going on them business trips and being in the business meetings and late night talking and all that stuff, you know, man, you know what I'm saying? And I just start hanging out in there with her, you know, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? And then she need this, you know, that, and then I got my little idea about something, and we just start collaborating, you know what I'm saying? So we might as well go on, you know, go on and hook it up. And then I was managing Red Rum, you know, had them in the studio every night, so I was, you know, doing stuff with them.
Yeah.
So I just got into it, you know, because I felt like I had a little purpose going. Okay, I got my own little thing. You know, I got this right here, but I'm working on this. And, you know, I got something I can come in here and do instead of just sitting around and watch everybody. You know what I'm saying? I keep an eye on things, and I'm taking care of a little business too, you know? And then I start mingling and getting contacts, you know, and meeting people and discussing, you know, other stuff, you know, to venture out into. So it was pretty good. I just got locked up and lost every motherfucking thing.
I want to ask you though, because she was set up perfectly after the Afro Puffs, right?
Yeah.
And it was being set up like her album was supposed to come out before the Dog Pound album came out, which was sometime in '95. Did because of your getting locked up, or what's postponed her album for not coming out until '97, which I think hurted her because of what Death Row was going through?
Well, they had a unit. When the Chronic came, all of them was in there.
Correct.
When Doggystyle came, all of them was in there. She was in there for every session. I remember because I was there. She was always there for all their sessions, even if it was just showing more support. If you need me, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to her program, it wasn't the same.
Gotcha.
For one thing, well, before I got out, I don't know about, but when I got out, Dre had left.
Yeah.
And she was, you know, her and Daz was doing their thing, but her, you know, she needed a little more energy. She needed a little more energy. Same energy she gave them, she needed that back. Run that back like I hit y'all with some shit. Come hit me with some shit. They might come in and do a song and she don't see them no more. Okay. You know, she had, to me, I could be wrong, but to me, it seemed like she had been grown accustomed to the team. Gotcha. They had a unit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's my turn. We're gonna be sitting down. They're gonna be helping me with my hooks. I'll be coming up with this and my. They came, but then they wasn't there like that, like she was for them. And I think that messed her up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And kind of slowed her productivity down. But her creativeness never went nowhere. You know, but just when you're used to a certain system and it's working, well, all of a sudden, when it come time to the girl, the female rapper, that's harder than a whole bunch of y'all, can't get the same support. You know what I'm saying? And you know, not that I stepped in or nothing, but you know, I don't know how to put it into words, man. We just got in there, and she did her thing, and she got to doing her thing, and she was busting songs every day.
Okay.
And got it done. But by, you know, the Tupac shit and that distribution deal and all that shit.
With Interscope,
yeah. You know, the feds was telling Interscope, Death Row's criminal enterprise, if you renew the contract, you could be facing RICO Act. And Jimmy shut it down. He got spooked. He wasn't renewing nothing. But they did a little something on her stuff, but she started doing.
But she had that track with Ron DMC or something like that.
Yeah, that was her single.
That was a single, yeah.
Yeah. Get with the wickedness.
Yeah.
Yeah. The They wasn't on the track. They was just in the video.
They was in the video.
She did the whole song by herself. Daz did the beat. No. Daz did one and DJ Premier did the other one. And then I had put a little something in there too, but we ain't gonna trip on all that, but yeah. Yeah, it was tight. She had 2 verses. She had 2 versions and both of them was hard, but the video was to DJ Premier's beat because it was more of a Run DMC type beat with the claps and all that. She always wanted to work with them, you know what I'm saying? And they were supposed to have been signing with Death Row. With so many people supposed to be signing with Death Row, you know.
Oh yeah, doing that time.
And they was one of them, so come on in, you know what I'm saying?